In this video, I'll be showing you guys a different approach to trading using a special set of indicators that I've found. I know that a lot of tutorial videos at the moment have multiple technical indicators, settings, bars, and money management systems. However, in this strategy, I hope to simplify it as best as I can to bring you guys a well-rounded, tried and tested strategy you can apply to crypto, forex, or even stocks. And as with all my strategy videos on this channel, I'll be backtesting it 100 times to bring you guys the true results behind it. Alright, let's jump into TradingView. So you're currently looking at GBP USD on a 1 hour time frame. Now, as I mentioned, this strategy will work on crypto, stocks, forex, and pretty much any market with a high level of daily volume. I'm only using forex so that you guys can see my videos from a different perspective, as I usually trade on crypto charts. Okay, now that we're on the correct chart, let's head up to the top of the indicators tab and search for our first indicator, which is called Parabolic SAR. And it's this one right here by Everget. Alright, now that we have our first indicator in place, let's add our second indicator to the chart. So again, heading to the indicator search tab and searching for moving average exponential. And it's this top one here under the technicals category. So for these indicators, we do have to change some settings. I've simplified it as much as possible though, and you can literally just set them to my settings. You don't need to adjust or play around with them at all. So heading over to the EMA indicator, you can click on the setting icon and then head over to the input section. Then here in the length option, you're going to want to change this from 9 to 200. Perfect, now you can head over to the style section and change the EMA line color to yellow and change the line to make it thicker. You can have any thickness you want, but I'll be using the second option closest to the right here so that it's easier for me to see it on my chart. Now what this will do is just help us stand out with the rules I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so we have one last indicator which is called MACD indicator. So again, heading up to the indicators tab and search for MACD. And it's this one right here by Squatter. Okay, so that's all our indicators set up and their settings refined. Our setup is now complete and ready to trade on. If you've done it correctly, it should look something like this. Now let's jump straight into the rules for this strategy. Starting with long entries, to enter a long trade, the price action must be above the 200 EMA line, which is this yellow line right here. Then we need to see the PSAR indicator print a green buy label. After this, the MACD bar has to be a green color. And with all these conditions met, we can place our buy order on the close of the trigger candlestick, and the stop loss will be set at the recent swing low. Now for our take profit, we'll be targeting 1.5 times the risk. And just like that, we hit our take profit, so this trade was profitable. So just quickly, here's an example of a long trade that you shouldn't take. The MACD indicator is green, which is good. Also, the PSAR indicator issued a new sell signal, but the price action is moving below and above the 200 EMA line, which is a bad sign, and it also means our first condition is not met, so we won't be taking this trade. Alright, here's one more long example. We see the price action is moving above the 200 EMA line, our PSAR indicator has printed a green buy label, and the MACD bar is green. Okay, so that's long trades covered. Now let's take a look at short positions. So for short trades, the rules are the opposite. First, we need the price action to be moving below the 200 EMA. Then we need the PSAR indicator to issue a red sell signal. And lastly, the MACD bar must be a red color. So with all our conditions met, we can place a sell order at the close of our trigger candlestick, and our stop loss will be set at the recent swing high. And just like the long trade, we'll be targeting 1.5 times the risk. Okay, and our take profit has been triggered, so this was a successful trade. Okay, and here's an example of a short trade that you should not take. We see the price action is moving below the 200 EMA line, which is good. We also get a sell signal from the PSAR indicator, but our final condition is not met because the MACD indicator is not red, so we won't be taking this trade. And just quickly, here's another example of a short trade that you should take. We see the price action moving below the 200 EMA line, our PSAR has issued a red sell signal, and our MACD indicator is red. Alright, so that's all there is to it to this trading strategy. I tried to make it as simple as possible with only 3 indicators and 3 conditions. It's now time to backtest, but first I want to explain why and how a backtest is done. So essentially, backtesting is a program that tracks and stores all your trades. Mine is actually linked to one of my trading accounts, so I don't have to manually input my trades. What it will do is calculate stats like what % of your trades were successful, what your total profit was, how many wins you had in a row, and so much more. The one I use is called Trader's Edge, and it is by far the best backtester out there. They actually offer a 7-day free trial with no commitments. So if you want to cancel after the first 7 days, you can at no cost. If you want to give it a go, feel free to click the link in the description. Okay, with all that out of the way, I'm going to jump into Trader's Edge and compile all 100 trades to get the statistics behind the strategy. And just like that, 100 trades have been compiled and backtested. I want to quickly mention that these results are not the best I've had on my channel. However, usually my more accurate strategies would take multiple weeks or even months to get all 100 trades. I found all 100 trades for this strategy in just 3 days. Now, our win rate was 62%, which is not bad, but given just how simple and easy the strategy is, that is pretty good. We also grew our account by 71.8%, which with our initial account size being $1,000 meant we made $718 in 3 days. Moving on to our profit factor, which was a respectable 2.45. Next, we had 6 consecutive wins against 4 consecutive losses. Again, not the best, but surprisingly high for just how simple this was. Given these results, over just 72 hours, I highly recommend giving this strategy a go. As always, backtesting results vary, and this doesn't account for trading fees such as spreads and generic account fees. You should always do your own research and decide if this is a good strategy for you. However, if you do want to try it out, you can try it on different markets such as crypto, forex, and stocks, and you can test it on different time frames such as 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or even 5. And with all my strategies, I recommend you practice and test this strategy on a demo trading account using paper money. This will ensure you've understood the strategy well enough before using a live account. Alright, that's it for this video. Hopefully you found value in it and enjoyed a simple strategy for a change. I certainly enjoyed making it and can't wait for you guys to send me your results. As always, if you have any questions about it or have a strategy you would like me to test in a future video, comment it down below.